Check 1, 2, 3. Hello, test. I can hear myself loud enough to know that I'm there. I might be okay.
Check 1, 2. Yes, today. Mm-hmm. All right. Man. Check 1, 2, 2. Coming to you live around the world in 3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome to Writers Night from Chattanooga, Tennessee, right here at Me Oh Mayo's IE. How's everybody doing tonight? You know, I didn't realize this till I walked right up here, that we are now streaming around the world tonight. I don't want any more of these obscene phone calls from Europe. You should already be asleep. When it says, Tom, that's a nice shirt you're wearing. Yeah, thanks, bud. Now, this is what happens when you get in trouble telling people you're going to do this. Ed, I'm not giving your number out tonight, buddy. I'm sorry about that last week, man. It was just a one-time slip. It's not going to happen tonight. 423 298. I told you I wouldn't do it, so I won't. So good evening and welcome to Writers Night. It's always a lot of fun bringing great writers to the stage, playing songs that they wrote from their body, their mind, and their spirit. And tonight at Me Oh Miles is no different. This is night 4 in the week of 4 now. As Writers Night kicked off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at last in Cajun heaven right here at Me Oh Miles. So give yourself a big hand and please welcome John Lathim.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming out, folks. The first song I'm going to do is a song called You Got Away with Words. That's another one of my few songs that started out as a letter and eventually evolved into a song. And song about how the one that got away and how she got away using words. And it's almost self-explanatory here. Is there something in your eye? Why can't you look at me? Speak, but you're looking away. I know it ain't because you can't see. It's because you're looking to get away. What the tough decision's gonna be? When you struggle with the stuff that troubles you most, the look in your eyes says don't get too close. I'm a wishing on you like a falling star. You quit running from the shadow of who you are. Use a fast, clever word like a getaway car. Golden light that streaks around the curve. You got away with words. You got away with words. While deep depression might occur, your lonely side has been stirred, but your detour sign says don't disturb, cause your own way suits you best. Another man waits to be your honored guest. You try to make me guess what happens next. You swear to me that this won't happen again, but it seems you got away with men. You got away with men. over, but you want no one to blow your cover. You hope to move on, save your face as if we never worked together in the first place. Convince me that our love was just a total illusion, and it never occurred. You got away with words. Thank you. Trade off here. Little song I wrote on the way to work one day. I had plenty of time to write it too because I was stranded on the road. It's called the Road Construction Blues. I wrote this. Rebuild the highway. I heard it on the 6 o'clock news. Went looking through my closet to find my old walking shoes. Well, I woke up in the morning with a crazy notion and I was gonna make it to work. Then I came upon some road signs where the hard-headed people lurked. Bulldozers and pickup trucks was all that I could see on southbound 75. The Highway 153. Bars are bumper to bumper as far as I can see. My shift starts at 2:45. The detour sign has a different plan for me. Though the highway's turned into a parking lot, the cameraman's right there on the spot. I guess he works for Channel 3 Eyewitness News. With his camera pointed at me, the newscaster said, "Look and see. Here's a man with a case of the road construction blues." He asked me if I might know how fast the city ought to grow. Handed me the microphone. I replied with a groan. And I said, "Mayor, oh Mayor, can't you be satisfied? Do I have to hop a jet plane to take a ride? Frustration's got me down. Every time I try to leave town, I get held hostage by the road construction crews. Even though I don't like the cab, I gotta find an exit ramp or go camping on the shoulder of the road with the road construction blues. To listen to the traffic report, my attention span's getting much too short. Grabbed my cellular phone, called the mayor at his home. When I was clicked into his answer machine, it said, "Greeting everyone, keep the highway clean. I'm in the scenic city, changing the scene." I said, "Mayor, oh Mayor, can't you be satisfied? Do I have to hop a jet plane to take a ride? Frustration's got me down, 'cause every time I try to leave town, I get held hostage by the road construction crews. Even though I don't like to camp, gotta find an exit ramp to go camping on the shoulder of the road with the road of construction. Thank you. I'm glad you all can relate to that, because I tell you, I felt like I was the only person in the world going through that stuff. Let's see what else I got. It's kind of a ballad type song here. More suitable for the Easter season, I think, than anything else. Turn my guitar up just a hair there, Mr. Soundman. It's called The Royal Prince and the Two Thieves, kind of a metaphorical type poetry ballad. Wrote this about 10 years ago. Prince of royal birth to the lowlands of the earth. His loving father called him to the throne. Said, behold this burdened country, how poorly it has grown. From the wicked squandering ways our leaders have shown. A culture fallen down, a little good remains. Countless babies put to death before they're even named. Politicians played the game to tax the poor and lame. Disobedience brought malevolence, which left a crimson stain. My heart is filled with much regret, for someone has to pay the debt. An innocent one will have to bear the shame. I'm troubled by this vision of two thieves exiled in prison. The bill rests upon a puzzle, one piece gone. Oh, this mountain top, yeah, you know the valley waits for you below. You must be all who you are to teach them what you know. You are my only message to rectify their way. You're the only thing up to this point that I've got left to say. So down you must go to the two thieves on death row. You'll surely die without me with a kind of agony, and the sorrows that only those two thieves have known. Royal Prince obeyed as his father showed the way to the place of execution, only criminals unknown. And upon the hill 3 men were placed, so that all could see them. 2 thieves beheld a battered prince between them. Thieves recognized him, but one surely did despise him. His dying heart was poisoned with hate. He was gasping for his breath, still his anger was great. He reviled the prince and blamed him for allowing the fate. The other thief was grateful for the offering of forgiveness. He knew that after what he'd done, justice had its business. He knew the prince was bringing forth his needed restitution, accepted it gladly as a rightful constitution. A prince of royal birth amidst the lowlands of the earth. He rose up to his father on the throne. And his father said, "Well done, my son, this thief came up with you alone. Go forth and multiply into a nation of your own. Bid them all to rise up to your royal throne." Thank you. Make a little slop over here. This next song is a song written about a fellow from Arkansas who grew up during the Depression era. Anybody from Arkansas can relate to this. And you may not be old enough to remember the Depression era, but you probably have heard some stories. When I was a youngster, I was a big Bob Dylan fan, and I knew that Bob Dylan was easily influenced by, so much influenced by Woody Guthrie. And I read a biography on him from cover to cover. And I met this gentleman who I took care of in my nursing practice, who was from Arkansas, fell off his tractor and broke his hip, and he was my patient. And as I got to know this gentleman, he was definitely a Woody Guthrie song that never got written. So I went ahead and wrote this. Tells his life story here. They call this the Arkansas Freight Train Blues. This is typical of the songs that used to be recorded back in the on these when they had the old 78s. Hills of Arkansas, I was born in a buckboard shack. Railway station from my neighbor next to railroad track. My mama left when I was young and swore she'd never come back. She hated the life that she was living and missed everything she liked. Freight train couldn't make a far enough way. Anger that torments are night and day. No one to patch the holes in my own shoes. Got the Arkansas freight train blues. A rambling, gambling man, my daddy rode the train. He never stayed in one town long enough for anyone to learn his name. Daddy spent a long time working in the one-horse mine in town, until the day the big explosion brought the mine shaft crashing down. Found out of the rubble and the dust, barely alive, but he learned that his brother and his friend did not survive. The freight train couldn't take it far enough. Hey, hey. And through the torments and night and day, for the hard times he surely paid his dues with the Arkansas freight train blues. This town don't take strangers or no unfamiliar ways. This town don't take strangers or an unfamiliar place. Folks from out of town, they don't send me any mail. Oh, vagrancy, the sheriff put me up in the county jail. Freedom says no freedom left to lose. All the hard times I surely did not choose. Sheriff plainly saw paid my dues with the Arkansas freight train blues. All aboard. 3 hours.
John Lathim, everybody, give him a hand. You know, John has just now completed the 3 in a row for the CSA. Thank you so much, John, for playing along.
Anytime,
and what that means is he did 3 of these. He did Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You know, you escaped Monday night.
Oh, yeah?
But next time, it'll be a 4-pack.
All right.
But John Lathim, everybody, give him a hand. We just love you, man. You're the best. All right, I got a real cool announcement. You know, I wanted to get a little leveled out here and, you know, get my cruising altitude just almost right. I'm not quite right yet. But once again, as I said, you know, we're streaming live around the world tonight, doing a little testing here. That's always a lot of fun. And a few shout-outs. All the our good friends at GRW Management, thank you so much for all that you do for me and all our good people here at the CSA. Thank you so much. Hi-ya. So here's the cool announcement. You know, Chattanooga's got really a 10-day festival. And, John, you would know this because you get to play this. It's got a 10-day festival called Riverbend. Anybody ever heard of that besides John, me, Ed, Martha? You know, we've heard of this. Here's what we didn't know. Just today, this was announced that Mio Mayo will have their own stage at Riverbend this year, ladies and gentlemen. This same food that we're enjoying tonight, aye,